for DePauw. Changeup bounces up there to square things at 1-1. They are playing 2 outfielders against Carly Searles. They have 5 infielders. Against the All-American Searles as Nolan hits it for a strike. It's 1-2. The outfielders are playing deep, but you have a player who leads the entire nation in triples, and you have 5 infielders against her. The 1-2 pitch is taken outside a ball, and it's not like they don't know better. They faced the Thunder this year, and they had the exact same alignment, and Carly Searles burned them. She had 2 triples and a home run against DePauw this year. The changeup lined into center field. There's a base hit. It goes all the way to the fence. Carly Searles races around second into third with a stand-up triple, and that, my friends, would have been a routine fly ball to center field, but they had 2 outfielders defending Carly Searles, and she burns DePauw again. That's the 17th triple of the year for Carly Searles, and that ties a single-season record in the history of Division III college softball. Runner at third base with nobody out. Here's Caitlin Clark. They have 3 outfielders again as Clark takes it outside the ball. A snap throw to third base and safe. I've been broadcasting Trine softball a while, and I have never seen anything that puzzles me more than trying to defend one of the best players in the nation with 2 outfielders. Bunting foul. You can barely do it with 3, so you think 2 might be better. So Carly now, against the 2 outfield alignment, has 3 triples and a home run against DePauw this year, but they still do it. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Caitlin Clark from the right side of the box leads the conference in home runs and RBIs. She shoots it foul down the right field line. She's down a ball, 2 strikes. Carly Searles' record 17th triple ties the all-time single-season mark in the history of Division III college softball of all time, folks. She stands at third base in the first inning in a 0-0 game. Kayla Nolan sights the sign, brings the pitch, a line drive foul down the first base line for the left fielder, Caitlin Clark. DePauw defense today has Golden at third with Ridge at short, Landau at second base, Button at first with Sammy Bell catching. It's Wagner left, Crumweedy in center field, and Pykish in right. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch, swing and a miss. So she had a high rising fastball up above the letters of Caitlin Clark, and she's down on strikes.
Now batting for the Thunders, the third baseman, number 6, Kendra Marshall.
On the way, here's Kendra Marshall, third baseman for the Trine Thunder. Marshall is .383 hitter with 2 home runs, 37 RBIs, which is third in the entire conference, as she takes the first pitch ball. Searles at third base, 1 out. First inning, no score. Bounces up there again, and a nice stop by Sammy Bell behind home plate. It's a 2 ball, no strike count. Marshall, the Division I transfer from Valparaiso University, waits. The 2-0 pitch by Nolan. It is inside again, ball 3. Kayla Nolan making her 4th career start against the Trine Thunder. She's 0-3 with an 8.51 ERA. 3-0 pitch is across the belt for a called strike. Trine defeated Nolan this year 6-1, and she came in and pitched in relief in that second game. Bunts at first base side, Searles scores. They throw on to first base for the out. Marshall gets the RBI, and the Thunder taking a 1-0 advantage. Suicide squeeze by Kendra Marshall with Carly Searles breaking down the third base line. That's a sacrifice, and an RBI for Kendra Marshall. Now it's Rachel Harris from the right side of the box. 1-0 Thunder in the elimination game here this afternoon at Trine University. First pitch to Harris is in there for a called strike. Rachel Harris has had 3 hits in this tournament. 3 for her first 6. Their average is elevated to 382 as Nolan misses outside to square the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Leadoff triple by Searles, a strikeout, and a suicide squeeze sacrifice bunt by Kendra Marshall. She pops it up behind home plate. Bell struggles a bit but makes the catch about 6 feet to the right. And that's the inning. The Thunder score a run. We head to the bottom of the first. It's Trine 1 and the DePauw Tigers coming to bat. This is Trine Thunder Softball on 88X.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in Indiana is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, that just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's time to advance your career. It's time to get that promotion. It's time to learn without limits. It's a Trine thing. At Trine University's Angola Education Center, we focus on you, the working adult, so you can get or complete your degree on your time. The Angola Education Center offers bachelor and master degree programs that are tailor-made for your busy schedule. You can get started sooner than you think. Learn more by calling 260-665-4623 or visit trine.edu.
Aaron Coyle back to you live from Trine University. It's the home half of the first inning. The Thunder have a 1-0 advantage against the DePauw Tigers in the elimination game here this afternoon. Trine has a win and a loss. DePauw has a win and a loss. The only team undefeated is Muskegum University, who will wait for the winner of this game to be played tomorrow at noon. Sammy Bell, Taylor Golden, Jen Ridge, the top third of the DePauw order here in the first inning, and they're coming off 19 runs in the last game against Washington and Jefferson, and they scored 14 of those runs when it was a tie game in the top half of the 7th inning. Sammy Bell, the catcher, leads off for DePauw. It's .295 headed into this tournament, but has 8 home runs to lead the team and 31 RBIs to lead the team. She had a 3-run home run in that last game against Washington and Jefferson, was 3 for 5, and had 5 RBIs. Stands on the right side of the box. Justine Robles getting her first opportunity to pitch in the postseason this year. Blows it by her, swing and a miss. Justine faced DePauw 2 innings during the regular season, was very impressive, and had 4 strikeouts. No balls, 1 strike the count. The pitch to Bell hangs outside a ball. Sammy this year against the Thunder in the regular season had 2 home runs. Very dangerous leadoff hitter. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss on another high-rising fastball, and she's down a ball, 2 strikes. 1-0 Trine lead. Home half of the first inning. Robles with a purple ribbon in her hair brings the 1-2 pitch. A bouncing ball foul down the third base line. Trine defense today, it's the same as it normally is, with Marshall at third, Daniels at short, Jamie Leidick second base, Jamie Schnarr at first, with Catherine Porter catching. It's Clark, it's Searles, it's Hall from left to right in the Trine Thunder outfield. Robles, the California natives, 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss on a pitch up and away, and Sammy Bell is down on strikes.
That'll bring up number 6, Tiger third baseman Taylor Golden.
Justine Robles starts strong here this afternoon. Now she gets Taylor Golden, the third baseman. 1-0 Thunder. Home half of the first inning. Elimination game today with the sun shining down. The temperatures in the low 70s. First pitch is outside the ball. Taylor Golden had 4 RBIs and was 3 for 6 in that previous game. First team all-conference player this year and hit .318 with 1 home run and 15 RBIs. Stands with the weight on her back foot. Swing and a miss on another high fastball from Robles, and it's 1-1. Justine's game plan, at least in the early going, appears to be to try to throw the ball high and hard, and DePauw has swung at some bad pitches. Robles from California with the pitch. It's up and away a ball, and she again tries to entice them to swing at a bad pitch. One nothing Thunder, first inning with one out. Robles' 2-1 is a bullet fastball in there for a called strike. Justine from Long Beach, California, Lakewood High School. Had her uncle and father listening in earlier. And is celebrating her birthday today, so gets a start on her 20th birthday. 2-2 pitch is strike three called right down the heart of the plate. And Justine Robles has gone back-to-back with strikeouts here in the first.
Now batting for DePauw, their shortstop, number 21, Jen Ridge.
Jen Ridge, the shortstop for the DePauw Tigers. 342 hitter, which is the top average on this team headed into the game, which was 16th in the entire league. Tries to bunt her way on and fouls it off. She's down a strike. 17 RBIs. Ridge, first team NCAA this year and first team all-conference player in high school. 0-1 pitch with the corners drawn in. It's down low a ball to square things at 1-1. 1-0 Thunder advantage. Home half of the first inning with two outs. Back-to-back strikeouts by Justine Robles right out of the box. Grabs the sign, the 1-1 pitch to Ridge, swing and a miss, reaching at a pitch on the outside edge. Ridge was 2 for 5 with an RBI in that previous game and was 0 for 3 against Muskegon yesterday. Robles' 1-2 pitch, a foul ball straight back. DePauw lost yesterday to Muskegon 2-1. They came roaring back with that 19-7 victory today against Washington and Jefferson. So both of these teams have each played the same teams. They each have a win against Washington and Jefferson. They each have a loss against Muskegon. The pitch is just outside a ball to hang things around at 2-2. Trine defense playing deep in the outfield, respecting the pop of Jen Ridge, who has 6 doubles this year. The pitch, swinging a line drive, base hit into center field, and the Tigers have their first hit of the day. It comes with 2 outs here in the first inning, and they'll turn things over to the first baseman, Lindsey Button.
That'll bring up the Tiger first baseman, number 5, Lindsey Button.
Button is currently sporting a 13-game hitting streak, has been red hot. Average hanging around 340. Has had 3 hits in this tournament and 8 trips. Swing and a miss, runner on the move, throw down to second base, not in time as Jen Ridge steals a base. They have a runner in scoring position with 2 out. Lindsey Button, 5 home runs, 30 RBIs, and leads the entire conference with 13 doubles. So she has definitely been impressive this year. First team all-conference player. Stands from the right side of the box, sways in her stance. The 0-1 pitch from Robles is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-2. One nothing Thunder, first inning with a runner at second base and 2 out. Robles against Button. Justine sights his sign. The 0-2 pitch is taken away for a ball. This is a DePauw team, 43rd in the nation in stolen bases, and they are very aggressive on the base pass, and they have one today. It put Jen Ridge in scoring position with 2 out. Robles, a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Bends, brings the pitch, bouncing ball, speared by Robles, throws on to first base for the out, and DePauw strands the runner at second base. After 1 complete from Trine University, the Thunder 1 and DePauw 0. This is Trine Thunder Softball on 88X.
And
Supporting your favorite Trine team is as easy as visiting the T-Gear store. You'll find sweatshirts, jackets, polos, hats, t-shirts, and more. So get Thunder Blue for everyone in the family and support Trine athletes at the same time. Visit their storefront location at 705 West Maumee Street in Angola from 10 to 5 each weekday, or shop online at trine.edu/T-Gear. The T-Gear store, your source for Thunder apparel.
It's time to take your Thunder spirit on the road to more than just away games. Trine University specialty license plates are now available. Not only will you be showing your Trine spirit, you'll also be supporting student scholarships, Thunder athletics, and so much more. So let everyone see your Thunder spirit wherever you go. To get a Trine plate, visit your Indiana BMV or order it online with your annual renewal. For all the details, visit trine.edu/license plate.
You're listening to Trine University Athletics on WEAX Angola.
Aaron Coyle back with you live from Trine University. Top half of the second inning. The Thunder have a 1-0 advantage against DePauw. Leah Hall, whose birthday is also today, is her 21st, and it's Justine Robles' 20th sharing the birthday today. She leads off, followed by Schneider and Porter here in the second inning against Kayla Nolan, the workhorse pitcher for the DePauw Tigers, who's thrown over 250 innings this year and is starting her second consecutive game. Ball one to the waiting Leah Hall, the Indianapolis native for the Giant Thunder, from the right side of the batter's box. The 1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike, and it squares things up at 1-1. Leah Hall, looking for her first hit of this tournament, is 0 for 7 to this point. Second team all-conference player this year. Change-up from Nolan hangs outside the ball, and it's 2-1. Shortstop back with her heels against the outfield grass, Jen Ridge. Outfield playing deep. 2-1 pitch to Hall, bouncing ball, knocked off the glove of the pitcher, fielded by Ridge, but no play in front of the second base bag, and that's an infield base hit for Leah Hall. And the Thunder have a base runner on here in the second inning. Kayla Nolan hopped up from her pitching position, got the edge of her glove against that ball, and it ricocheted toward Jen Ridge, who was hanging out near the second base bag.
Jamie Schneider.
Trying with a 1-0 advantage, top half of the second inning, and now it's Schneider, the Kettering, Ohio native, who digs in from the right side of the box and takes a called strike. Jamie, 324 hitter, has homered twice, has driven in 18, 1 for 5 in the tournament. Had that base hit today against Muskingum. Squares the bunt, pushes it in front of home plate. Bell Fields throws to first for the out, and Leah Hall advances to second base. Bunt base hit by Schneider about 4 feet in front of home plate. Second sacrifice of the day for the Thunder. The first was a suicide squeeze, which produced an RBI by Kendra Marshall, scoring Carly Searles in that first inning. Here's Catherine Porter, 337 hitting freshman with 4 home runs and 28 RBIs. All-state catcher digs in. The first pitch is in for a called strike. Porter, a 367 hitter this year with runners in scoring position. Nolan's pitch way up high, ball. Leah Hall at second base, 1 out. Second inning, 1-0 Blue. Nolan studies a sign from the catcher, Sammy Bell. The 1-1 pitch is a changeup, down and in for a ball. Kayla Nolan, 7th in the entire nation in wins. 2-1 pitch is outside, ball 3. Catherine Porter, 3rd in the entire conference in walks this year, had 22 bases on balls. Nolan bends, a 3-1 pitch, is taken down and in, ball 4, and Porter's on again. First walk issued by Kayla Nolan, and now it's Jamie Leidick's turn. Had her first collegiate home run here yesterday against Washington and Jefferson.
Jamie Leidick.
1-0 Thunder, first and second, 1 out, second inning, as Leidick digs in from the right side of the box and takes a belt-high pitch, but a little bit off the plate, ball 1. Jamie, 167 hitter with that home run and 5 RBIs as she bunts it. Bell bare hands again, throws to first base for the out, and both runners move up with Hall advancing to third and Porter to second base. And Trine sacrificing today more than we have seen them sacrifice the entire year. This is normally a team that does not bunt very often.
We'll bring up number 22, under shortstop, Haley Daniels.
Jamie Schnare just had her third sacrifice bunt of her entire year. And Jamie Leidick normally bunts a bit more. That was Leidick's 7th sacrifice bunt. 1 ball, no strikes. The count to Haley Daniels with 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs here in the second inning. Nolan's pitch, a changeup, settles inside a ball. Daniels' 6-game hitting streak had a 2-run double in the 7th inning today, in which the Thunder tried to erase a 5-run deficit but could not quite get there. Nolan's 2-0 pitch is way outside. The snap throw to second base, and she's out. They caught Catherine Porter napping at second base as Sammy Bell guns it down to Jen Ridge. They pick her off, and the Thunder run themselves out of an inning. We head to the bottom half of the second. The Thunder won, and DePauw nothing. This is Trine Thunder Softball on 88X.
Babies come with lots of decisions.
Cloth or disposable? Crib or bassinet?
So when it comes to protection, go with the safest, most effective choice, vaccination. Get all the recommended vaccines for your baby by age 2 to protect your child against 14 serious childhood diseases. For more reasons to vaccinate, talk to your child's doctor. Go to cdc.gov/vaccines or call 800-CDC-INFO. A message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Be sure and follow Aaron on Twitter at Aaron Coyle Radio and tweet him during today's game.
Aaron Coyle back with you live from Trine University. It's a 1-0 lead for the Trine Thunder as we venture in the home half of the second inning. As Landau, followed by Hendrickson and Crumweedy, face off against Justine Robles. Justine had 2 strikeouts in that first inning. A base hit by Ridge, and then a nice play and a bouncing ball by Lindsey Button to retire the side. Folks, you can tweet us in today at Aaron Coyle Radio. We'll get your tweets on. Heard from several people in that first game. Holly Kubizak writing in, the Trine Thunder basketball player. Apparently listening to the game this afternoon. She says, just curious, do you know how fast Bree Fuller throws? Yes, she throws probably in the low 60s. Bree Fuller, the ace for the Trine Thunder, had just a magnificent year, the MIAA Pitcher of the Year, but the fastest thrower on this Trine Thunder team is actually Carly Searles, who can reach the mid-60s.
Leading off for the Tigers, number 23, Megan Landau.
Landau ready to start things off, the right-handed hitting second baseman for the DePauw Tigers. The captain for this team. Had a 5-game hitting streak broken yesterday against Muskegon, but bounced right back and had 3 hits today. First pitch, a swing and a miss after a pitch down at her knees. 1-0 Thunder, second inning. The elimination ball game here this afternoon. Robles with her purple ribbon in her hair blowing in the breeze. The pitch is popped up. Shallow right field. Leah Hall calling, camping, and makes the catch of the first out. One down, second inning. Here's Grace Hendrickson, the designated player.
Now batting, number 7, Grace Hendrickson.
Hendrickson from Indianapolis and Cathedral High School. DePauw University down in Greencastle, Indiana, which is west of Indianapolis. So a couple of Hoosier State teams hooking up here in the region today as Robles fires it in for a called strike. Hendrickson was 1 for 2 with an RBI in that last game against Washington and Jefferson. Robles sights the side, brings the pitch. He fouls it straight back, and she's down 0-2. 1-0 Thunder. The 17th triple of the year for Carly Searles, which ties an all-time single-season record in all of Division III softball. Scored on a suicide squeeze by the third baseman, Kendra Marshall. 0-2 pitch, swinging a foul back right off the fists. Hendrickson, .219 hitter this year, now has 7 RBIs. Had one at bat against Muskegon, was 0 for 1. Feet wide spread apart on the right side of the batter's box. Robles' 0-2 pitch, and it hits Hendrickson. Hendrickson hit by the pitch, seemed to be on the hand or the wrist area. And she reaches base on an 0-2 pitch where she is hit by Justine Robles. And now rubbing the left arm right near the elbow area. Justine on an 0-2 pitch has nailed Grace Hendrickson, who represents the tying run at first base, with the Thunder in front 1-0 here in the second inning.
25. Tigers center fielder Lauren Crumweedy.
And believe it or not, that is the first batter Justine Robles has hit the entire year. Lauren Crumweedy, the center fielder, right-handed batter, stands with her bat held high and elbow extended. Robles with the pitch. He pops it up. Foul grounds. Porter gives chase. And it's out of play on the right side as Jamie Schneier with a diagonal move toward that fence. No balls and a strike. One nothing Thunder. Second inning runner at first base and 1 out. Trying the visiting team today. Corners drawn in, middle infield back, outfield deep. The pitch, swing, fly ball, foul down the right field line, and it drops in front of Leah Hall. No balls, 2 strikes, the count. Crumweedy, the captain, who has had 1 hit in each of the 2 games so far, was a first-team all-conference member of the NCAA this year. 302 hitter with 13 RBIs. She fouls it off at the plate to stay alive. Trine had to play DePauw down in Fishers, Indiana this year. It was kind of their surrogate home field, as the playing conditions, if you remember, were deplorable up here for a long time because of that winter we had. 0-2 pitch is inside a ball. So Fishers High School in Fishers, Indiana was certainly generous enough to offer the home field. The Thunder played 4 games down there, including 2 against DePauw. Trine has won 4 in a row in this series against the Tigers. 1-2 pitch is popped up. Infield, right side. Jamie Schneier, a step in front of the bag, drifts toward the right and makes the catch with the out. 2 away here in the second inning, and now it's Julia Wagner, the left fielder.
Now batting for DePauw, their left fielder, number 3, Julia Wagner.
Wagner, left-hand hitter, bends in from the spot. Robles with the pitch is outside the ball. Wagner was 3 for 3 with an RBI in that previous game against the Presidents. Came in hitting .276. A freshman for this team is now driven in 2. Swing and a miss. Runner breaks, throws down to second base. Out. They gun her down with Catherine Porter to Jamie Leidick to end the inning. I mentioned this is a very aggressive DePauw team running as they came in to this game 43rd in the nation in stolen bases, and the Thunder gunned them down to end the second. We have finished 2 complete from Sunny Angola here this afternoon, and the Thunder have a 1-0 advantage. This is Trine Thunder Softball on 88X.
Staying connected to Trine University through social media is easier than ever. Whether you're into Twitter and Facebook or videos and photo sharing, trine.edu/social media can keep you connected. You can scroll through photos from a favorite campus event on our Smug Mug page or watch videos on our YouTube channel. Keep up with Trine Athletics on Twitter or check out Trine on LinkedIn. It's all just a click away at trine.edu/social media.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Indiana. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Aaron Coyle back with you live from Trine University. Top half of the third inning. It's a 1-0 lead for the Thunder as they have 9-1-2 facing off against Kayla Nolan here in the inning. It's Haley Daniels for starters, the two-time all-conference shortstop from Hamilton, Ohio, and takes the first pitch inside a ball. Haley was on when Catherine Porter was picked off to end that second inning. 1-0 pitch. This settles inside again to run the count to 2-0. Daniels, .410 hitter, 3 home runs, 30 RBIs, has 12 doubles. His third all-time in the history of Trine University in doubles. Takes it inside again, and Kayla Nolan has yet to throw her a strike. 3-ball, no strike count. She has already walked one today. That came in the second inning, as Nolan has pitched back-to-back games. Needs a strike on the 3-0 pitch. She can get it. She does on the letter-high fastball. It's 3-1. Daniels, a senior, one of 4 seniors on this team who have graduated. Waits on the pitch. He pops it up, a flare into shallow right field. Backing onto the grass goes Tel-All, the second baseman, who makes an over-the-shoulder catch for out number 1.
Now batting, number 1, the center fielder, Carly Searles.
One away. Here's Carly Searles. And they do it again. They have 2 outfielders defending Carly Searles after Carly had a triple the last time. I just have absolutely no idea why they think this is a good idea. She has 3 triples and a home run this year against DePauw. 5 infielders and 2 outfielders defending a player in the MIAA conference who leads the entire conference in slugging percentage. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 pitch. He taps it foul. Carly Searles has to stand up there, and her eyes are just a mile wide looking at all that green grass in the outfield. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Nolan with the pitch. It's taken for a strike on the outside edge. 1-0 Thunder here in the third inning with 1 out, and Carly Searles at home plate. One of the best players ever in the history of college softball. And now with 2 strikes, they decide to send the third outfielder back, thinking Carly Searles won't slap with 2 strikes, but she won't ever slap. Here comes the pitch. She flies it into the air into left field with a play, and making it is Julia Wagner for the out. And if they had 2 outfielders, that would have been a base hit. 2 gone here in the third inning, and now is Caitlin Clark. Clark, a strikeout her first time, 0 for 1. 1-0 Thunder, third inning. Clark hangs from the right side of the box, takes a belt-high fastball for a called strike. Caitlin 6th in the nation with 14 home runs and tied for 5th in the nation with 55 RBIs. Monster season. The 0-1 pitch is tapped foul on a rare changeup from Kayla Nolan, as Caitlin Clark was way out in front. Count drops to no balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 Thunder on a triple by Searles and a suicide squeeze by Kendra Marshall. Nolan studies his sign, brings the 0-2 pitch. Way up high ball. Clark, the Tennessee native, has had 4 hits in this tournament, 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. Second in a single season in RBIs this year with 55, next to only Andy Gasco. Change up again, it's outside for a ball. And she has thrown 2 changeups and 4 pitches to Caitlin Clark after very sparingly throwing that changeup through the first 3 innings. Sammy Bell lays down the sign. Nolan, the 2-2 pitch. It's outside a ball to continue the at-bat. 1-0 Thunder, third inning with 2 out. Clark rocking in her stance. Has 99 career RBIs. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss on another high fastball as Clark has struck out on the exact same pitch both times. They get the Thunder 1-2-3 for the first time today. We head to the bottom of the third. The Thunder hold a 1-0 advantage against DePauw. This is Trine Thunder Softball on 88X.
Come support the Trine University Athletic Department and enjoy a great fun-filled day out on Zollner Golf Course. Starting at 1 p.m. Friday, June 20th, the Trine Thunder Club presents the 2014 Trine Thunder Club Golf Classic. Cost is just $85 per player or $340 per team. All proceeds go to the Trine University Athletic Department. Registration includes green fees, cart, drinks, and dinner. Please register and submit payment by June 14th. For more information or to register, contact Brooks Miller at 260-665-4843 or email at millerb@trine.edu.
Aaron Coyle back with you live from Trine University. It's a 1-0 Trine advantage in the home half of the third inning in an elimination game here this afternoon. The winner faces Muskingum University tomorrow at noon, and the loser has their season come to an end. Can tweet us today at Aaron Coyle Radio if you get a chance. We have a tweet in from Kate Hendrickson, a very proud DePauw softball alum. Wants to give a shout out to her sister, DePauw DH number 7, Grace Hendrickson. So certainly thank you for listening today, Kate. Grace Hendrickson, batting in the 6th spot, was hit by a pitcher first time. They have 8-9-1 with Wagner followed by Pygish and then Bell here in the third inning. It's Saul Robles writing in. He's the uncle of Justine Robles. Says still here cheering the Thunder. Says go Thunder, listening from California. Justine's 20th birthday, and she's center circle here this afternoon under the bright sunshine and blue skies here at Trine University. The stark contrast from what we saw one day ago. As Wagner back after Catherine Porter threw out Hendrickson trying to steal in that previous inning. She takes a called strike. Wagner, volleyball player in high school, and they had a great team. She was 35-4 there. Pitt swing and a miss on a late swing. She's down 2 strikes. Wagner from Glen Ellen, Illinois in the Chicago area and graduated from Glenbard West High School. Sun ricocheting off her black batting helmet. Robles' 0-2 pitch is tapped third base. Charging and setting is Marshall, and a fire throw on to first base for the out with an athletic stretch by Jamie Schneer. Gobbled up by Kendra Marshall, who is just absolutely solid in every single aspect defensively at third base. One out, here's Morgan Pygish, who wears number 99, which is certainly one of the most interesting numbers you'll ever see in college softball. From Frankfort, Illinois, and Lincoln Way East High School. Digs in, takes a big cut, and comes up empty, and she's down a strike. Has her left wrist taped. Pygish was 0 for 1 in that previous game and came in hitting 100, but 2 RBIs and a double. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. She's down 0-2. Head coach Erica Hanrahan down at third base. Took over for Bonnie Skrenta, who was just fantastic at DePauw. Really built a dynasty there. Ball outside. It's 1-2. Coach Skrenta now coaching at Bucknell, Division I. DePauw for the second year after they joined the North Coast Athletic Conference after a regular season title. Just missing as Robles, and not by much. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the count. 1 out, third inning. The Thunder with a 1-0 advantage. 2-2 pitch to Pygish. Swing and a base hit into left field. Went the opposite way, and the right fielder Pygish is on with her 5th hit of the year.
28, the Tiger catcher, Sammy Bell.
Second hit today by the Tigers. That brings up the top of the lineup, and the dangerous Sammy Bell, who had 2 home runs against the Thunder during the regular season. Bell from Columbia, Missouri, and Rockbridge Senior High School stands at 5'5", but a very powerful player who has belted 8 home runs this year. Pops it foul. Schneer giving chase. Runs out of room as it ricochets against the bullpen on the right side on top of the dugout. No balls, 1 strike. Sammy Bell hit .295 this year, but hit just .217 within conference play. But in this tournament, she has 5 hits, a 3-run home run, and 5 RBIs. Corners creeping in. The 0-1 pitch is up and away a ball. And she took the Thunder deep twice this year. 1-0 Thunder. Home half of the third inning. Runner standing at first base with one down. Bell sways in her stance. 1-1 pitch. She pops it foul. Shoots it over the back screen. She's down a ball, 2 strikes. One out base hit by Pyga. She stands at first. Robles toes the pitching rubber. The 1-2 pitch. Swing, fly ball left field, but playable for Caitlin Clark, who drifts slightly to her left and hauls it in for the out. They keep Sammy Bell in the ballpark as Pygish remains at first, and now it's Taylor Golden, the third baseman.
Taylor Golden.
Golden struck out looking her first time after Robles struck out the first 2 batters she faced, and that's the only 2 she has so far today. Golden, first team all-conference player this year after transferring over from Concordia College in Chicago. Swings and lifts it foul. Right side, it's out of play, and she's down 0-1. Golden had 4 RBIs today and 3 hits against Washington and Jefferson. At Concordia, Chicago, she hit .292, had 5 home runs there with 28 RBIs, and then hit .340 her sophomore year. So DePauw very happy to have her fixture at third base for the Tigers and hitting .318 this year. Stands from the right side of the box. The 0-1 pitch by Robles is up and away a ball. Tying run at first. 2 out, third inning. The Thunder lead it 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to the transfer. Golden swinging a very high pop-up, shallow center field, backing as Daniels makes the catch, and that's the inning as they strand the runner at first. We have finished 3 complete in the NCAA tournament. The Thunder 1 and the Tigers 0. This is Trine Thunder Softball on 88X.
Hi, this is Rob Reinhart, your host for Acoustic Cafe, and on the next show, 2 things you should definitely know about. 1, our in-studio visit will be with 2-time Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee and true legend David Crosby. And 2, we'll have our first new song created down at South by Southwest, this time from Tim Easton. All of that and more next time on Acoustic Cafe.
You can hear Acoustic Cafe Sunday mornings at 9 on Trine University Radio, 88X, or online at 88xradio.com.
Hey parents, did you know your teenager is in the group considered most likely to text while driving? In Indiana, there were 500 vehicle crashes in 2011 because of a distracted driver. 500 crashes. 9 of them left incapacitated victims. Don't let your son or daughter be another statistic. Talk to your kids about the risks of texting while driving. This message was brought to you by the Indiana Department of Labor and this station.
Aaron Coyle back with you live from Trine University. It's the top half of the 4th inning. The Thunder have a 1-0 advantage against the Tigers on a first inning triple by Searles and a suicide squeeze by Kendra Marshall.
Now batting,
it's the latter of those 2. Marshall leading things off here in the 4th inning, followed by Harris and then Leah Hall. Kayla Nolan, the workhorse, starts her off with a changeup. It's down low a ball. Marshall gets an RBI and a sacrifice in that suicide squeeze in the first inning, and it becomes the 38th RBI of the year for her, which is 3rd best in the conference. 1-0 pitch, hard line drive, right field, but directly at Pygish, who makes the catch, falling down to her knees in right field as she made the play on the screaming low line drive by Kendra Marshall.
Designated player, Rachel Harris.
1 out, 4th inning. Here's Rachel Harris, who popped out into foul territory to Sammy Bell, the catcher, her first time, and she's 0 for 1. Still a 1-0 Thunder lead here in the 4th. Kayla Nolan has never defeated the Thunder in her career. She's 0-3 as Harris fouls it off. Nolan, the NCAA tournament MVP this year, and the junior from West Chicago, Illinois. Stands at just 5'1", but packs a punch. Outfield playing deep. Harris waits on the 0-1 pitch. It's up and away a ball. Nolan 0-3 against the Thunder all-time in her career with an 8.51 ERA. The Thunder have had a lot of success against her in the regular season. Nolan defeated Washington and Jefferson 19-7 as Harris listed foul, and took the loss 2-1 against Muskegon yesterday, and has pitched every single inning for the DePauw Tigers. They had Haley Chastain, one of their pitchers, who incurred an injury earlier this year and has not pitched since March the 15th. So they have basically thrown Nolan 80-90% of the time. They have one more pitcher, Haley Freris, who will come on from time to time, but made just 8 starts this year. Ball inside is 2-2 to the waiting Harris, with Thunder in front 1-0 here in the 4th. 2-2 pitch, another changeup, hangs outside a ball. Rachel, 382 hitter with 3 home runs, 42 RBIs. His 5th all-time in career home runs in Trine University history. Up pitch, swinging a very high fly ball to center field. The center fielder calls off the right fielder, and Crumweedy makes the catch with the second out. And all of a sudden, Kayla Nolan is starting to get things together here in the 4th inning.
Number 4, the Thunder right fielder.
She has retired 6 in a row. Retired the Thunder 1-2-3 in the 3rd inning, and is trying to duplicate that feat here in the 4th. Leah Hall has a base hit. 1 for 1, her first hit of the tournament so far. Waits on the pitch, is up high ball. 1-0 Blue, 4th inning, elimination game with 2 outs. Trying the visiting team here this afternoon. Kayla Nolan sights aside from the talented catcher Sammy Bell. The 1-0 pitch is at the knees of Hall, in there for a called strike. Outfield very, very deep against the all-conference right fielder. Pitch to Hall, hangs outside on a fastball, and it's 2-1. Trine has just 2 hits, the triple by Searles and the base hit by Hall. 2-hit day so far today for the Tigers as well. Another changeup, and Nolan, after really not throwing that pitch much in the first 2 innings, has gone pretty strong with it. Probably 15-20% of the time here in the last 2 innings. She misses to Hall. It's 3 balls and a strike. Nolan needs a strike on the 3-1 pitch, and she gets it to the knees to run the count full. Two outs, 4th inning, 1-0 Thunder. Nolan with the orange ribbon in her hair brings a 3-2 pitch. Hard ground ball, but right at the second baseman. Took a bad hop, knocks it down, and no play at first base. A bad hop against the chest of Megan Landahl. And they're going to call an error on the second baseman as Leah Hall reaches. Was waiting for a polite hop, but all of a sudden the trajectory went straight up into the air and nailed the second baseman, Megan Landahl, and they're checking to see if she's okay. Hit her high on the chest. Now it's Jamie Schneier, who had a sacrifice bunt her first time. And they're still checking on her. They have the trainer out. And he's checking toward the neck area of Megan Landahl. Trying to make sure that she has full grip of her arms with all the movement. Appears to be satisfied with the conclusion as he leaves, and Landahl remains in this game. 1-0 Thunder trying to take advantage here in the 4th inning with the runner at first base, and Jamie Schneier, who has graduated in the right side of the box. Schneier, 324 hitter, and also the goalkeeper on the soccer team this year. 18 RBIs this year and has homered twice. Nolan with the pitch is up and away ball. The elimination game. Muskegon waiting in the wings for the game tomorrow. 1-0 pitch, and she was right on it and fouled it straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-0 Thunder, 4th inning with Leah Hall at first base and 2 down. Kayla Nolan's 1-1 pitch is inside, and it hits Jamie Schneier. Schnarr hit by the pitch, and the Thunder all of a sudden have a 2-out rally here in the 4th inning with runners at first and second. Robles hit Hendrickson in the 2nd inning, and now Schnarr gets hit here in the 4th inning. And Catherine Porter comes to the plate. And remember, Robles, that's the first batter she hit the entire year. That's the 21st batter hit by Kayla Nolan. Corners drawn in. The pitch to the freshman Porter is outside the ball. Belt high fastball. Nolan 41-19 in her career, making her 54th career start. The pitch to the catcher's in there for a called strike. It's 1-1. Hall at second, Schnarr at first, 2 down, 4th inning. It's 1-0 Thunder. 1-1 pitch is another changeup, hangs down and away. It's 2-1. This is a big time at bat. Trine obviously not satisfied with the 1-run lead. 2-1 pitch, swing, pop up, foul behind home plate. It's out of play, and we square things at 2-2. Catherine Porter, 4-year varsity player in high school and a first-team All-State player, has had 2 hits in this tournament, 1 in each game. 2-2 pitch is down and in, ball 3. Remember, Kayla Nolan just got finished throwing 133 pitches in that previous game. Had about half-hour rest, and she's right back out. The payoff pitch to the freshman Porter, bouncing ball to the first baseman, makes the pick as Button turns around, steps on the bag to force off Porter, and that's the inning as the Thunder strand 2. After 3.5 from Sunny Angola, the Thunder still maintain a 1-0 lead. This is Trine Thunder Softball on 88X.
Want to know more about Thunder Athletics? Get a student perspective on all sports, whether it is football, basketball, softball, or any of the other 21 varsity sports at Trine. Visit Trine student newspaper, trinetriangle.org, where you can read about upcoming matchups, stats, recaps, spotlights, and much more. Follow us on Twitter at Trine Triangle for updates throughout the game. TrineTriangle.org also has updates of Greek life, campus events, and lifestyle news. TrineTriangle.org, your Thunder insider.
Did you know that you can support Trine University athletes both in the classroom and on the field? It's as simple as joining the Thunder Varsity Club. Membership includes a season pass for all Trine athletic events, complimentary buffet, free parking, discounts, and much more. Corporate and individual memberships are available. Premier members include Holiday Inn Express, Jim Ingledew Construction, Indiana Physical Therapy, Sport One Orthopedics Northeast, and Bon Appetit. For more information on the Thunder Varsity Club, please contact Jenny Hawthorne at 260-665-4141.
Aaron Coyle back with you live from Trine University. It's a 1-0 advantage for the Thunder as DePauw comes calling here in the home half of the 4th inning. Justine Robles from Long Beach, California has allowed just 2 base hits today, has punched out 2, has not walked a hitter, and has hit 1. She hits 3, 4, and 5, the heart of the order with Ridge, followed by Button and Landau here in the 4th inning. And remember, this is a DePauw team who just scored 19 runs in the previous game, and Robles, on her 20th birthday, has shut them out through 3. You can tweet us today at Aaron Coyle Radio. Have a fantastic tweet. Coach Woz, Jamie Wozniak, tweeting in, says she, Coach Andy Ray, and Coach Brooks Miller listening to the broadcast today from the athletic training tent here at Trine University. Says, go Thunder. Some of the many Trine employees doing a heck of a job during this tournament this week. Long hours for these volunteers, in this case coaches. Robles starts off the 4th, swing, fly ball, right field, backing is Hall shy to the warning track. She hauls it in. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 4th. Jen Ridge gave that ball a ride, but the park held it. It's about 210 feet out to right field. And Ridge is gone to start things off here in the 4th. Lindsey Button bounced out to Robles, who made a nice pick in the 1st inning. She's 0 for 1. 2-hit shutout through 3 1/3 innings for Justine Robles. And her first NCAA start this year and the second of her career. Ball outside, it's 1-0. Lindsey Button. A 13-game hitting streak at stake today for the DePauw Tigers. 1-0 pitch, swing, fly ball, left center field, but there's Carly Searles. She tracks it down, darting toward her right. That's about 2 feet shy of the warning track, and there's two away here in the fourth. Carly Searles just glides after that ball, makes it look absolutely effortless in center field. Also a volleyball player for Jamie Wozniak. All conference in both sports, and when she is done here, she'll be in the Trine Thunder Hall of Fame, no doubt about it. First pitch inside the ball. Megan Landau flew out to Leah Hall her first time up. She's 0 for 1. 1-0 Thunder, fourth inning with 2 outs. Landau stands deep in the right side of the batter's box. Robles with the pitch. He fouls it straight back. Landau, a captain. She was a pitcher at DePauw her freshman year, so she is probably the emergency pitcher for this tournament. I mentioned they have just 2 healthy pitchers on the roster right now. Hitting .267 this year. Pitch pops it foul right side. It lifts out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Megan Landau last year hit .200 as a junior and had just 4 at-bats as a sophomore. Came in with a 5-game hitting streak, but that was broken yesterday against Muskegon. 1-2 pitch is up and away a ball. But Landau still hitting about .500 in her last 7 games because she had 3 base hits in the first game today. 1-0 Thunder, fourth inning, 2 down. 2 ball, 2 strike count against Landau. Robles sights aside the 2-2 pitch. A bad handle line drive foul down the third base line. Justine Robles, 14-3 in her fine career. Bree Fuller, just incredibly, picked up just the 4th loss of her entire career in that first game today. She is 45-4 all time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 4th inning. The Thunder in front, 1-0. 2-2 pitch, fouled it back hard against the back screen on the right. Landau has had 8 games this year where she has had at least 2 hits, so she can be a streaky hitter as well. Calls for time, steps in, right side of the box, angles the bat toward Robles, now comes set in the stance, the 2-2 again, swing, bouncing ball, hit towards short, Daniels with the throw behind the bag, she's out, and a 1-2-3, 4th inning for Justine Robles. The second time today she's retired. DePauw in order. We have finished 4 complete from Trine University. The Thunder 1 and the Tigers nothing. This is Trine Thunder Softball on 88X.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in Indiana is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, it just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's time to advance your career. It's time to get that promotion. It's time to learn without limits. It's a Trine thing. At Trine University's Angola Education Center, we focus on you, the working adult, so you can get or complete your degree on your time. The Angola Education Center offers bachelor and master degree programs that are tailor-made for your busy schedule. You can get started sooner than you think. Learn more by calling 260-665-4623 or visit trine.edu.
Aaron Coyle back with you live from Trine University. Top half of the 5th inning. The Thunder have a 1-0 advantage against DePauw. Jamie Leidick's spot is up, but they're pinch hitting Riley Larkin to start things off here in the 5th inning. And because she is a lefty, they have 2 outfielders and 5 infielders against her. as Kayla Nolan brings the pitch. It's in there for a called strike. Larkin, a .412 hitter this year in 17 at-bats, and has an RBI with 2 walks. Nolan's 0-1 pitch. He pops it up right to the base of the pitching circle. It's caught on a routine play by Nolan for the first out. 1 away in the 5th inning, and now it's Haley Daniels.
Shortstop, Haley Daniels.
Daniels popped out to Landau, her first time at second base. Trine lost the first game today 5-4, and they did not score any runs until the 7th inning, and today they have 1 run on just 2 base hits. The triple by Searles and the suicide squeeze in the first inning by Marshall. 1-0 the count to Daniels, the Hamilton, Ohio native, north of Cincinnati. 1-0 pitch is a changeup in there for a called strike. Haley didn't like the call, as she steps out and stares down head coach Don Dankelson down at third base, who now has 300 career wins. 1-1 pitch, a bat handle fly ball foul down the left field line. It falls into the grass, and it's a ball, 2 strikes. You really have to hand it to Kayla Nolan. She has taken the entire team on her shoulders this year, pitching practically 85-90% of the time. Both ends of doubleheaders, threw 133 pitches just a short time ago, and is right back at him against a team second in the nation in scoring. Bouncing ball, shortstop, fielded. The throw on to first base. She is out by a step as Jen Ridge guns down Lindsey Button. And there's 2 outs here in the 5th. Nolan has held the team second in the nation in scoring to just 2 base hits. Now it's Carly Searles. Here we go. They shift the outfielders around. One playing in very deep right center field, the other playing in very deep left center field with 5 infielders against Carly Searles. It's in there for a called strike. And if they hadn't been playing Carly Searles like that the first time up, this would be a 0-0 game right now. 0-1 the count. The pitch to Searles is off the plate away. Carly's an All-American, leads the entire conference in slugging percentage. That's like saying, Albert Pujols is up, let's play 2 outfielders against him. Carly Searles cannot wait to face DePauw. She has 2 triples and a home run the first time in this alignment. 1-1 pitch, she pops it up. Left side of the infield, the shortstop calls, makes the catch for the out, and the Thunder go quietly 1-2-3 here in the 5th inning. To the bottom of the 5th we go. The Thunder 1 and DePauw nothing. This is Trine Thunder Softball on 88X.
Supporting your favorite Trine team is as easy as visiting the T-Gear store. You'll find sweatshirts, jackets, polos, hats, t-shirts, and more. So get Thunder Blue for everyone in the family and support Trine athletes at the same time. Visit their storefront location at 705 West Maumee Street in Angola from 10 to 5 each weekday, or shop online at trine.edu/Tgear. The T-Gear store, your source for Thunder apparel.
It's time to take your Thunder spirit on the road to more than just away games. Trine University specialty license plates are now available. Not only will you be showing your Trine spirit, you'll also be supporting student scholarships, Thunder athletics, and so much more. So let everyone see your Thunder spirit wherever you go. To get a Trine plate, visit your Indiana BMV or order it online with your annual renewal. For all the details, visit trine.edu/license plate.
Aaron Coyle back with you live from Trine University, the home half of the 5th inning. The Thunder hold a 1-0 advantage against the DePauw Tigers in the elimination game today. The Thunder, the number 1 seed, DePauw, the number 2 seeded team. Trine had a triple by Searles in the first inning on a fly ball to center field. She turned that into a triple, and Kendra Marshall knocked her in on a suicide squeeze. Grace Hendrickson followed by Crumweedy and then Wagner here in the 5th inning. Hendrickson, her sister Kate, listening in today, a DePauw softball alum, was hit by a pitch her first time up, and that's the first batter this year Robles had hit with a pitch. Outfield back, middle infield back, corners drawn in a bit. As Robles lets loose the first pitch of the 5th inning, it's bounced to the right side, swallowed up by Leidick. A quick sidearm throw retires Hendrickson on one pitch here in the home half of the 5th inning. Now it's Lauren Crumweedy who popped out to Jamie Schneider. First time she's 0 for 1.
Lauren Crumweedy.
Crumweedy, a captain and a first-team all-conference player this year, hit .302. Robles with the pitch, bouncing ball at chopper, fielded head high by Daniels at short, and a fire onto first base for the out on a big-time throw from Haley Daniels. 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th inning.
That'll bring up number 3, Julia Wagner.
Justine Robles has retired 7 in a row. Has allowed 2 base hits today. Julia Wagner bounced out to Kendra Marshall, the first time 0 for 1. The pitch is outside of ball. 1-0 Thunder, 5th inning. NCAA tournament elimination game here this afternoon. 1-0 pitch is shot foul toward the left side. It's 1-1. Julia Wagner, 3 for 3 with an RBI today against the Presidents. Academic all-conference player in high school, played volleyball and softball, and hitting .276. In there for a called strike of the knees. It's 1-2. One nothing Thunder, 5th inning with 2 out, and each team has just 2 hits. 1-2 pitch, fouled it straight back. DePauw scored 14 runs in the top half of the 7th inning to break a 5-5 tie in their previous game, and they have just 2 hits in the next game. Robles' 1-2 pitch is taken away for a ball to square things up. Trine playing her shallow, the lefty. Wagner does not have an extra base hit this year. 2-2 pitch, Tapper, third base side, fielded by the shortstop. Daniels fires on to first base for the out, and a nice defensive 1-2-3 inning on 3 ground ball outs to Haley Daniels. Had 2 of them, and Jamie Leidick had 1. After 5 complete from sunny Trine University, the Thunder won, and the Tigers nothing. This is Trine Thunder Softball on 88X.
Babies come with lots of decisions.
Cloth or disposable? Crib or bassinet?
So when it comes to protection, go with the safest, most effective choice, vaccination. Get all the recommended vaccines for your baby by age 2 to protect your child against 14 serious childhood diseases. For more reasons to vaccinate, talk to your child's doctor. Go to cdc.gov/vaccines or call 800-CDC-INFO. A message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Staying connected to Trine University through social media is easier than ever. Whether you're into Twitter and Facebook or videos and photo sharing, trine.edu/social media can keep you connected. You can scroll through photos from a favorite campus event on our Smug Mug page or watch videos on our YouTube channel. Keep up with Trine Athletics on Twitter or check out Trine on LinkedIn. It's all just a click away at trine.edu/social media.
Aaron Coyle back with you live from Trine University. Top half of the 6th inning, the Thunder hold a 1-0 advantage against the DePauw Tigers. Kaylin Clark, Kendra Marshall, Rachel Harris, 2, 3, and 4 in the Trine Thunder order against Kaylin Nolan. They have had 2 hits today. First pitch, swing, fly ball out toward right, but playable for Pyash, who circles around to make the catch for the out. Clark had struck out the 2 previous times. She swung at the first pitch and lined out toward right. And that brings up the third baseman, Kendra Marshall. Marshall lined out to Pyash as well today and had that suicide squeeze. Sacrifice bunt with an RBI in the first inning, was scored the only run so far today. The all-conference third baseman, the Division I transfer from Valparaiso, takes a changeup in there for a called strike. Kayla Nolan holding the Thunder down, but Justine Robles pitching just a little bit better so far today. Late swing, foul ball right side. 0-2, the count to Marshall. Kendra has not had a hit yet in this tournament. Is 0 for 9, or 0 for 8 rather, with 2 sacrifice bunts. 0-2 pitch, a line drive, but right at the shortstop, Jen Ridge, who makes the catch, chest high for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down.
Rachel Harris.
6 in a row sent down by Kayla Nolan. The Thunder have not had a hit since the first batter of the 2nd inning. A triple by Searles and a single by Leah Hall. Rachel Harris is 0 for 2. Nolan with the pitch. It's in there at the belt for a called strike. 1-0 Thunder, top half of the 6th inning with 2 out. Nolan sights a sign from Sammy Bell. The pitch is inside for a ball. Former Trine football player Brian Craig listening to the broadcast today. Driving around on this beautiful day, listening to the Trine Thunder softball. Swing, line drive down the left field line, and a fair ball for Harris as she races around first into second base with a stand-up double. Rachel Harris sent that ball spiraling down the left field line. That's her 13th double of the year, as the Thunder will get a pinch runner for her at second base. That's an important insurance run for the Thunders. They have a 1-0 advantage here in the 6th inning as they try to bring her in. Jillian Craig, the Indianapolis native, the graduate for this team who wants to become a publicist, stands at second base.
Number 14, Jillian Craig. And batting
1-0 Thunder, 6th inning with 2 out.
Fielder number 4, Leah Hall.
Leah Hall, a .418 hitter this year with runners in scoring position, trying to strike a blow for her team on her 21st birthday. Corners drawn in, middle infield back. Nolan's pitch to Hall is in there for a called strike. Big time insurance run at second base. 1-0 Thunder. 2 out double by Harris. Craig the runner at second base. Nolan sights the sign, the 0-1 pitch. Line drive caught on a hop by the third baseman, Golden, and she fires on to first base for the out. And that's a big-time play in a pressure situation by Taylor Golden down at third base as he charged, made the flawless pick on the short hop, and threw on to retire Hall. Run stranded at second. To the bottom of the 6th we go. It's the Thunder 1 and DePauw 0. This is Trine Thunder Softball on 88X.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Indiana. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You're listening to Trine University Athletics on WEAX Angola.
Aaron Coyle back with you live from Trine University, home half of the 6th inning. The Thunder still hold on to a 1-0 advantage. Scored a run in the 1st inning on a suicide squeeze by Kendra Marshall to bring in Carly Searles from third base, and it is held up. Trine has 3 hits, and the DePauw Tigers have 2. Justine Robles has retired 8 in a row as she gets Pygish, followed by Bell, and then Golden here in the inning.
Morgan Pygish to lead it off for DePauw.
Morgan Pygish has a base hit today, just her 5th hit of the year. Left side batter, facing Robles here in the 6th inning. Corners charge in, and then Schneer retreats a bit at first base. One ball, no strikes to the count. The pitch by Robles is taken up high, and it's 2-0. Justine has not walked a hitter today. She has hit 1 and has allowed just 2 singles. First start of the year for her in the NCAA tournament, the 2nd of her career. 2-0 pitch misses down low, and all of a sudden it's 3-0. Morgan Pygish came in hitting just 100, the sophomore for this team. making her 19th start of the year, and Robles, ball 4 up high, walks her on 4 consecutive pitches. Tying run stands at first base with nobody out here in the 6th inning. Now we'll see what they have Sammy Bell doing. Not your prototypical leadoff hitter, as she leads the entire team in home runs and RBIs. Do they sacrifice maybe their best power bat to bunt the runner over to second base? We'll see. Sammy Bell from the right side of the box had 2 home runs against the Thunder this year in the regular season. Squares to bunt, pulls it back, and takes a strike. Pygish at first base. Now a conference between Sammy Bell and 2 other players as they will talk to her about a third of the way down that third base line. Pygish, a 4-pitch walk to start off the 6th inning. 1-0 Thunder. Sammy Bell has just 1 sacrifice bunt the entire year. Leads the team with 8 home runs and had a 3-run homer today in that first game and had 5 RBIs. Tying run at first, nobody out, 6th inning with the sun glaring down and a cloudless sky. Nothing but beautiful weather today. Robles grabs his sign. Brings the pitch to Bell, squares to bunt, and can't get it done as she bunts it foul behind home plate, and now she's down 0-2. Sammy Bell, a power hitter who has the most home runs in the entire NCAA conference. They tried to bunt her twice, and now she's down 2 strikes. Runner at first, nobody out, 6th inning. The Thunder with a 1-0 advantage. Sammy Bell comes set, just a sophomore for this team. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a fly ball. Left field, shallow. Caitlin Clark makes the catch for the out. And the runner holds at first base. 1 down, here's Taylor Golden, who has struck out and popped out.
Baseman, number 6, Taylor Golden.
Golden, the transfer from Concordia University in Chicago, played there 2 years, and now with her first year as a DePauw Tiger. 6th NCAA appearance for the Tigers and the 7th with the Trine Thunder. They both come basically around the same time period. First pitch, line drive, a flare, shallow right field, and a catch by Jamie Leidick, and she doubles the runner off first base. Morgan Pygish thought there was no way in the entire world that Jamie Leidick was going to make that catch as she glided diagonally toward her left onto the outfield grass, caught it 10 feet into the grass, over the shoulder catch, twirled around, and fired onto first base to double off Pygish. Fantastic defensive play for the Trine senior. After 6 complete, it is 1-0 Thunder. This is Trine Thunder Softball on 88X.
Come support the Trine University Athletic Department and enjoy a great fun-filled day out on Zollner Golf Course. Starting at 1 p.m. Friday, June 20th, the Trine Thunder Club presents the 2014 Trine Thunder Club Golf Classic. Cost is just $85 per player or $340 per team. All proceeds go to the Trine University Athletic Department. Registration includes green fees, cart, drinks, and dinner. Please register and submit payment by June 14th. For more information or to register, contact Brooks Miller at 260-665-4843 or email at millerb@trine.edu.
Aaron Coyle back with you live from Trine University. It's a 1-0 Thunder lead in the top half of the 7th inning. Fantastic double play turned by Jamie Leidick, catching a flare into shallow right field, twirling around and doubling off Pygish at first base. And the Thunder with a 1-0 lead in the 7th inning as Schnarr comes calling along with Porter and Leidick, 6, 7, 8 in the Trine Thunder order. Hillary Slick writing in today on Twitter. Says, win big, girls, win or want to spend Mother's Day at Trine University with my little girl Slicky Joe and watch the girls win the regional title. Has a daughter on the team, Alexander Slick, the freshman from Pendleton, Indiana, and Pendleton Heights High School. Hoping for a win today. As Jamie Schneider starts things off, she has a sacrifice. She's been hit by a pitch. She has no official at-bats today as she takes a called strike. 1-0 Thunder on a triple in the first and a suicide squeeze. Now field plays her deep. The 0-1 pitch, fouled it straight back, and it's 0-2. Trine has 3 base hits, and the Tigers have 2. Just a great pitching matchup today between the sophomore Robles for the Trine Thunder and the junior Kayla Nolan for the DePauw Tigers. No balls, 2 strikes. The count to Schneider, wiggling in her stance. A changeup bounce toward third base. Golden charges, picks it up. A close play at first, but she's out as Jamie Schneider tumbles head over foot and appears to be okay as she was hustling the whole way down the bag as she sprints back toward the dugout. I can tell you one thing about Jamie Schneider. She is always going to hustle. When she hits a home run, she sprints around the bases. When she strikes out, she runs back to the dugout. And she almost had herself an infield base hit right there. 1 out, 7th inning for Catherine Porter, who has walked and bounced out. 1-0 Thunder in the 7th. The pitch to Porter is a belt-high pitch outside of ball. Porter had 2 hits in this tournament, 1 in the previous 2 games each. All-state catcher from Michigan digs in. 1-0 pitch is taken again at the belt, this time for a strike. Catherine Porter had initially verbaled to play softball at Alma College. Decided to change that commitment to Trine University, and I know the Thunder cannot be happier about it. 2 balls and a strike to count. 1-0 Thunder here in the 7th inning with 1 down. One of these 2 teams will be eliminated today. The 2-1 pitch hangs outside a ball, and Catherine Porter just continues to have one of the most fantastic eyes in all of college softball. Has walked 23 times this year and once today. Dolan needs a strike, grabs his sign, 3-1 pitch, fouled it straight back. One 1-0 Thunder in the 7th. 3-ball, 2-strike count to the catcher, Catherine Porter. Dolan steps off, steps back on the payoff pitch, swing, bouncing ball, deflected by Nolan behind the second base bag, and no play. An infield base hit for Catherine Porter, and the 4th hit today for the Thunder. They will get a pinch runner out at first base. It's Allison Lang running for the freshman. Porter has 1 base hit in each of the 3 games so far in this tournament. And once again, that's just a monumental insurance run at first base so the Thunder can cash it in.
Now running at first base for the Thunder, number 13, Allison Lang.
Jamie Leidick at the plate. Has a sacrifice bunt. Allison Lang from Rome City, Indiana, and East Noble High School running at first base. Also an outfielder for the Trine Thunder. Leidick had her first career home run yesterday. She bunts but foul. Trickles it down the first base line. She's down 0-1. 1-0 Thunder, 7th inning with 1 down. Trying desperately to score the run from first. Leidick hangs in the 0-1 pitch, bunts it again, third base side. Golden scoops it up, throws to first base. She's out. The runner advances all the way to third as they threw behind Allison Lang, who was caught off second base. And luckily for her, it was an errant throw to second base. Lang broke toward third and made it. A 5-4 sacrifice bunt sends Allison Lang to third. And now conference at the pitching circle as they bring their head coach, Erica Hanrahan, in to talk to the entire infield. Runner at third, 2 out. 1-0 Thunder here in inning number 7. Haley Daniels at the plate.
Now batting for the Thunder, number 22. Trine shortstop, Haley Daniels.
Daniels 0 for 2 has popped out and is bounced out. Bailey from the right side of the batter's box waits. Kayla Nolan sights his sign. Brings the pitch. It's in there for a called strike. Lang at third, 2 down. 7th inning, the Thunder with a 1-0 advantage. Nolan's 0-1 pitch to the all-conference shortstop is outside the ball, and it's 1-1. Haley had a 2-run double in the 7th inning in the first game today and has had 3 hits in this tournament. Nolan's 1-1 pitch. Swing pops it foul. First base side. It's out of play as Button gives chase. It settles just above the DePauw dugout. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. One nothing Thunder with a gigantic insurance run at 60 feet away with 2 down here in the 7th. Kayla Nolan's 1-2 to Daniels is up high a ball. Winner plays tomorrow at noon. The loser has their season come to an end. 2 conference champions hooking up today. The pitch, line drive, right field, base hit for Haley Daniels. It goes all the way to the fence. She digs into second base with a stand-up double, and the Thunder have gotten the insurance run they badly needed. Another double by Haley Daniels, and it is 2-0 Thunder. A 2-out line drive to right center field by the consummate veteran Haley Daniels. Daniels has now moved into a tie for 2nd place in career doubles in Trine University history.
Now batting for Trine, number 1, Carly Searles.
Here's Carly Searles, 2 outfielders, 5 infielders. The pitch to Searles, a fly ball sent toward right. That ball is going to be dropped by the right fielder. Run comes across the score. Here comes Searles. She races all the way home, and the Thunder get 2 gigantic runs. That's an error the entire way, a 4-base error by the right fielder. It was actually the center fielder, Lauren Crumweedy, who is positioned out in right, as the DePauw Tigers again had 2 outfielders guarding Carly Searles. She was put into an awkward position where she is not normally fielding the ball on that angle. She overran it, she dropped it, and Carly Searles was off to the races. The 4-base error as Searles comes across to score, and it is 4-0 Thunder. Now it's Caitlin Clark with 2 outs and nobody on base. So that outfield alignment against Carly Searles has directly led to 3 runs today for the Thunder. 2 outs. The pitch to Clark is in there for a called strike. That's just a routine fly ball to right field if you have 3 outfielders. The 1 pitch pops it foul. It's out of play. And you talk about the Muskegon Fighting Muskies. They defended Carly Searles like you should defend Carly Searles. They had all 3 of their outfielders basically standing on the warning track yesterday because they respect the power of Carly Searles. She pops it up, 3rd base side. Golden in foul territory makes the catch. That's the inning. But the Thunder get 3 gigantic runs here in the 7th. To the bottom of the 7th we go. It is 4-0 Thunder. This is Trine Thunder Softball on 88X.
Hi, this is Rob Reinhardt, your host for Acoustic Cafe, and on the next show, 2 things you should definitely know about. 1, our in-studio visit will be with 2-time Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee and true legend David Crosby. And 2, we'll have our first new song created down at South by Southwest, this time from Tim Easton. All of that and more next time on Acoustic Cafe.
You can hear Acoustic Cafe Sunday mornings at 9 on Trine University Radio, 88X, or online at 88xradio.com.
Hey, parents, did you know your teenager is in the group considered most likely to text while driving? In Indiana, there were 500 vehicle crashes in 2011 because of a distracted driver. 500 crashes. 9 of them left incapacitated victims. Don't let your son or daughter be another statistic. Talk to your kids about the risks of texting while driving. This message was brought to you by the Indiana Department of Labor and this station.
Aaron Coyle back with you live from Trine University. It's the home half of the 7th inning, and the Thunder have a 4-0 advantage against DePauw. 3 gigantic insurance runs in the top half of the 7th inning on an RBI double by Haley Daniels and a 4-base error by the center fielder who was positioned in right field when they had 2 outfielders to defend Carly Searles. And Carly, who is a track athlete in high school, came all the way across to score. 3, 4, and 5, Ridge, Button, and Landall to face off against Robles here in the 7th inning. First pitch bounced foul down the third base line. It is 0-1. Ridge has singled. She's flown out. DePauw has just 2 hits today against the Thunder. And Robles has not allowed a hit since the 3rd inning. Has walked 1 and has struck out 2, and those are the first 2 batters she faced the entire day. Pitch, a line drive foul down the left field line, but not by far, about 2 feet off the chalk, about 10 feet into the outfield grass. "4-0 Thunder, home half of the 7th inning. The winner heads to the game tomorrow to face off against Muskegon, and the loser gets eliminated. Jen Ridge, the shortstop, waits on the 0-2 pitch. It's in the dirt for a ball. Ridge, first team all-conference this year, a .342 hitter with a home run, 17 RBIs. Had 2 hits last game and 5 RBIs. Robles ready, 1-2 pitch, line drive foul down the third base line. Trying 1 run in the first inning and 3 runs in the top half of the 7th. 4-0 Thunder, 7th inning. Jen Ridge, the shortstop, digs back in. Robles' 1-2 pitch, swinging a foul back. Ridge hit .275 last year as a sophomore, had just 2 at-bats as a freshman, and now is an all-conference player here in her junior campaign. From Bloomington, Indiana, and Bloomington North High School. Robles' 1-2 pitch is taken outside of ball. Robles' second NCAA start. Pitched the last game of the tournament last year against Anderson. Anderson back in the tournament this year as well. 2-2 pitch, swing, fly ball, center field. Carly Searles back near the warning track, now in a step, and hauls it in for the first out. 1 away, it's the first baseman, Lindsey Button.
Number 5, Lindsey Button.
Button, the first baseman, bounced out and flew out to Carly Searles. She's 0 for 2. 4-0 Thunder here in the 7th inning with 1 out. Robles with the pitch, fouled it straight back. Had a nice cut. And Button's down, no balls and a strike. Lindsey's last chance perhaps today, you would think, unless they tie it, to extend that hitting streak to 14 games. Has had 3 hits in this tournament with an RBI. Robles in front, 0-1. Toes the rubber, brings the pitch. Swing, fly ball deep, left field. Backing is Clark, looking up. If it's fair, it's gone. And that's a home run. Directly down the left field line for Lindsey Button. And the shutout is done. 6th home run of the year for Button and her 9th career home run, and it's 4-1 Thunder. Just the 3rd hit today allowed by Justine Robles. Robles' 5th home run allowed this year as she now gets Megan Landau at the plate.
Megan Landau.
Landau 0 for 2. Flew out to right, bounced out to Haley Daniels at shortstop. 4-1 Thunder, 7th inning with 1 out. Landau from the right side of the box. The pitch by Robles is outside the ball. They appealed down to see if she didn't check her swing in time, but apparently she did. And now you go back and look at the top half of the 7th inning where the Thunder scored those gigantic 3 insurance runs. Swing and a miss, late on a fastball. It was a 1-0 game heading into the 7th inning. Trine had a 2-out or an RBI double by Daniels. It came with 2 outs, and then the 4-base error by the center fielder allowing 2 runs to score. Home run here in the 7th inning by Lindsey Button. Pitch, swing, fly ball toward right. Leah Hall back a couple steps. She hauls it in, and DePauw is down to their final out. Grace Hendrickson has been hit by a pitch and is bounced out.
We'll bring up number 7, Grace Hendrickson.
4-1 Thunder. Home half of the 7th inning, 2 out. Trying to advance to face Muskingum University tomorrow in the championship round. Hendrickson calls for time, steps out, steps back in. Hit .219 this year and is only a sophomore. First pitch in, letter high pitch, called strike. 1 for 2 with an RBI in that first game. Hendrickson had just 5 at-bats last year as a freshman. Digs into the right side of the box. 2 out, 7th inning. The Thunder in front, 4-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing, fly ball, right field. Backing its haul, edge of the warning track. She makes the catch on her 21st birthday. She puts the final out into the books. And the Thunder eliminate DePauw University here this afternoon, 4-1. Half of the field has now been eliminated. It is only Muskingum University and Trine University left, and those teams will battle tomorrow afternoon beginning at noon. The Thunder have to win both games, and Muskingum needs just 1 win against the Thunder tomorrow. Final score here today, the Thunder 4 and DePauw University 1. This is victorious Trine Thunder softball on 88X.
1 run. 3 hits.
Want to know more about Thunder Athletics? Get a student perspective on all sports, whether it is football, basketball, softball, or any of the other 21 varsity sports at Trine. Visit Trine student newspaper, trinetriangle.org, where you can read about upcoming matchups, stats, recaps, spotlights, and much more. Follow us on Twitter at Trine Triangle for updates throughout the game. TrineTriangle.org also has updates of Greek life, campus events, and lifestyle news. TrineTriangle.org, your Thunder insider.
Did you know that you can support Trine University athletes both in the classroom and on the field? It's as simple as joining the Thunder Varsity Club. Membership includes a season pass for all Trine athletic events, complimentary buffet, free parking, discounts, and much more. Corporate and individual memberships are available. Premier members include Holiday Inn Express, Jim Ingledew Construction, Indiana Physical Therapy, Sport One Orthopedics Northeast, and Bon Appetit. For more information on the Thunder Varsity Club, please contact Jenny Hawthorne at 260-665-4141.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in Indiana is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, it just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Aaron Coyle back with you live one final time here this evening from Trine University as the Thunder have eliminated DePauw University 4-1. Trine advances into the game tomorrow to play against Muskegon University beginning at noon. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Trine Thunder. 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 errors for the DePauw Tigers. Justine Robles on her 20th birthday was fantastic here today. 7 innings, a 3-hit ball, allowed 1 earned run, a walk, and 2 strikeouts as she takes a record to 11 wins and 2 losses. Justine Robles now 1-1 all-time in the NCAA tournament with 1 save and a career mark of 15-3. Kayla Nolan, I have a lot of respect for her. You really have to respect the job that she's done this year, shouldering the entire load of the pitching staff. She threw this year over 260 innings, and she went both games today. Took the hard luck loss as Kayla Nolan drops her season record to 23 wins and 14 losses. Had a great effort today. The Thunder had those 3 insurance runs in the 7th inning to put this game away. Trine scored right off the bat in the first inning. Again, it was just a puzzling situation. You watch the game, and Carly Searles leads the entire conference in slugging percentage. She had 2 home runs yesterday. She had a home run and 2 triples in the regular season against DePauw, but yet they decide to defend Carly Searles using 2 outfielders. They bring the center fielder to play right center field. They bring the left fielder to play left center field. They bring the right fielder in on the infield. And Carly Searles hit what would have been a routine fly ball to center field in that first inning, but because there was nobody there, she split the outfielders, had an easy triple, which was her 17th of the year, which ties a single-season record in the history of Division III softball. A strikeout by Clark, and then a suicide squeeze RBI by Kendra Marshall, and the Thunder had a 1-0 advantage. Then both pitchers really settled in. It was Justine Robles for the Trine Thunder, and it was Kayla Nolan for the DePauw Tigers. It remained a 0-0 game until the top half of the 7th inning, as the Thunder had a bounce out by Schneer. They then had a base hit by Catherine Porter, a sacrifice bunt by Leidick. There was 2 outs with the runner at second base when Haley Daniels had an RBI double. She is now tied for second place all-time in the history of Trine University in doubles. And more importantly today, made this a 2-0 game. Then Carly Searles came up again. They had the shifted outfield. She hit what normally would have been a routine fly ball to right, but the center fielder overran the ball because there were only 2 outfielders not accustomed to that certain angle. She dropped the ball, and Carly Searles, with the absolute blazing speed, scored on that ball, along with Haley Daniels from second base. The Thunder scored 3 runs in the 7th inning, and they had a 4-0 advantage. Then DePauw came to bat in the 7th, a fly out by Ridge. Lindsey Button lined a home run down the left field line, and it became the only run of the day for the DePauw Tigers, as Button has 6 home runs this year, and she's only a sophomore. But the last 2 batters flew out to the birthday girl in right field as Leah Hall made both catches, and the Thunder lived to see another day as they face Muskegon University again in a rematch in the team in which they lost today 5-4. First game starts at noon, and we'll be on the air with the pregame show starting at 11:45. The Thunder have to win that game, and if they do, they will face Muskegon again in the championship round at 2:30 here tomorrow, if necessary, with Muskegon needing just 1 victory to advance to the Super Regional, where you have to win 2 out of 3. And the Thunder need 2 victories tomorrow to advance to that Super Regional as well. Trine eliminates DePauw 4-1. Half of the field has been paired. It is just Trine and Muskegon for all the marbles here tomorrow. And we're on the air with the pregame show at 11:45. Once again, your final score today, the Thunder 4 and DePauw 1. From my producer, Michael Paladoris, my name is Aaron Coyle. Take care, everyone.
Thank you for listening to Thunder Athletics on Trine University's own WEAX. If you have a question or a comment, please visit our website, 88xradio.com, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter.
88X Sports.